Hello everyone, welcome back to another Umamusume video. Today is May 28th, which means, well, first of all, the event is ending in, give or take, 1 day and a half. So be sure to finish up your grinding for those who have not gotten to their certain milestone. And most importantly, Inari One is dropping today. On top of some rerunning support cards, we will go over that a bit quicker than usual, because for the most part, they're two cards I've already talked about previously, but I'm getting too ahead of myself. Let's talk about Inari One. Inari One has a stat bonus in stamina and power, with 10% in stamina and 20% in power. She has an aptitude of turf and dirt being both A. The distances she can run are long and medium, with a B in mile and an F in sprint. The strategy she runs is end closer, with a B in both pace and late, with a G in front. Her epitaph is ruler of the Oi. Win 4 G1 races on both turf and dirt terrain, including the Tokyo Daishoten, the Takarazuta Kinen Sr., as a pace chaser, and winning the Tenno-sho Spring, Arima Kinen as a late surger or end closer. That's how you get it. It's pretty self-explanatory. For four G1s, both taking place on dirt and turf. And thankfully, the Tokyo Daishoten does fulfill that dirt terrain requirement. Let's get on to her unique skill. Now we're cruising. When competing for the lead, if positioned in the mid-pack or further for the first half of the race, show off some Edo spirit. Sorry, I don't know why I fumbled it. It might be because my glasses are a bit blurry, but that's fine. And greatly increases velocity. Her innate skill are tail held high, and closer straightaways, and familiar ground. At level 2, when you start awakening her to get skills, it's going to be Winter Runner. At level 3, it's going to be Tail 9. At level 4, it's going to be Straightaway Spurt. And at level 5, it's going to be Master of the Sands. Evolve skills, let's go over them, even though they are not dropped yet. In the specific training event, you need to select the first choice or have 600 stamina. And then the other fulfillment for it will be win any graded turf race 2 times or win any graded dirt race 2 times. Tail 9 will turn into Fighter's Hashingo Nori. If you activated at least 3 skills during the middle leg, your speed will greatly increase. Master of the Sands also has a evolution. It looks like they have 2. Let's go over the first path you can go. You need to have at least 800 power and at least 2 recovery type skills. Master of Sands will turn into Sandstorm Wielder. On dirt, if you're in the second half of the pack in the middle leg, your stamina will greatly recover and your speed will increase. And finally, for the other evolution, you need to win any medium race 2 times or get at least 3 speed type skills. And finally get at least 2 skills for medium, and have at least 800 speed. Master of Sands will no longer be dirt, it will turn into medium. If you're in the second half of the pack at a random point in the middle leg, your speed will greatly increase and your stamina will recover. That is it for all of the evolved skills for Inari One. From events, you can get Ramp Up, Forward March, Tail Held High, Eager, All I've Got, and Fighting Spirit. When you do her objectives, after the Junior Make debut, you need to earn at least 3,000 fans. The first race you'll be entering after that will be the Japan Dirt Derby, which is early July, I believe. It's going to be pretty near the start of summer. After that, you'll enter the Tokyo Daishoten in late December. After the Tokyo Daishoten, you'll be entered into the Tenno-sho Spring, into the Takarazuka Kinen, the Mine Ichi-Okan, the Tenno-sho Autumn, and ending off at the Arima Kinen. Special... Oh, she doesn't have really any true hidden events. It looks like it. So for the most part, I guess we can quickly look into what specific one. Maybe she has something special. No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. We will move on to the support cards in a bit. Let's talk about if you should summon or not for Inari One. Realistically, of course, this is going to be always up to the player if they want to summon for Inari One. I think Inari One is pretty great. And if you're, of course, just a fan of Inari One, that should not persuade you. You should always go for the characters you like. I know there's definitely a lot of up-and-coming Inari One fans, mostly because Cinderella Grey is doing wonderfully. It ended in the manga, but people are still watching the show, so hey, that always brings interest to these horses that normally, when they debuted, they didn't really start off with this much buzz, I would suppose is the correct word. But in Japan, of course, well, they had their names out in the open, but it's very different for places outside of Japan. Okay, let's go over the support cards. The first free running support card will be Admire Vega New Year's, specifically. Power. SSR. At max limit break, here's what she'll do for you. Increases the effectiveness of training performed together by 5%, increases the frequency at which hints event occurs by 20%, with a friendship bonus of 30%, training effectiveness of 15%, initial friendship gauge of 20, specialty priority of 35, hit level 1, hit frequency of 20, power bonus of 1, race bonus of 10, fan bonus of 15. Our support hints are for level-headed, masterful gambit, and closer straightaways, strategist, tether, and a stat gain of 2 stamina and 6 power. From events, you'll get Flustered Pace Chaser, Daring Strike, and Subdued Pace Chaser. On the first node, you have a choice. You could either get a random chance of 5 power, 15 wit in the Flustered Pace Chaser's hit plus 2, or you can get 5 power and 10 wit. If you do not want either or, you can pick the bottom option and you'll recover back 15 energy. On the second node, you'll get 7 power and 7 wit. And on the third node, you'll have a choice. The top choice will give you the 15 power, 10 wit, and the Daring Strike hint plus 1. But if you do not have need for this, and you're not even an end closer, you can just take the 15 speed and 30 skill points. For the random events, you have a choice between 50 power or 10 energy, or a subdued Pace Chaser's hint plus 1 or 10 wit. That's Admire Vega. Overall, a decent card. Even during the New Year's banner when it first came out, I always thought that this card was still a pretty nice get, even if you did not fully max out your Makete Kane Fuki Kitoru, mostly because this card still has some applications for Track Blazer, and really, if you manage to get her fully up, she will do pretty good for your end closers, or just a fill-in slot for power if you don't have a good one, if you somehow missed out on Marvelous Sunday, or you just don't have some of the SRs fully maxed out. Okay, on to the last rerunning support card. We have Chakra Chiono O, the SSR Stamina card. At max limit break, here's what she'll do for you. Her unique effect is increases the effectiveness of training performed together by 5% and increases stat gain from races by 5%, with a friendship bonus of 20%, mood effect of 60%, initial friendship gauge of 25, hit level 2, hit frequency of 40%, specialty priority of 35, a stamina bonus of 1, race bonus of 10, and fan bonus of 15. Our support hints are going to be Pace Chaser Savvy, Steadfast, Shifting Gears, Medium Corners, and a stat gain of 6 stamina and 2 guts. From events, you'll get Stamina to Spare, Medium Straightaways, Speed Star, and Spring Runner. On the first node, you will get 15 skill points and the stamina to spare hint +1. The second node, you have a choice. You can either get the top choice, which will randomly either get you 30 stamina, a mood up, and a medium straightaway hint +1, on top of healing a negative status effect if you have them, or you can lose 10 energy and get 25 guts. Finally, the bottom option will give you back 20 energy and a mood up +1. The third and final node. You have a choice again. You can go with the top choice, and the top choice will give you either or. You'll note this depending on the hint level, I guess, and the amount of stats you'll get. The first option, well, outcome, is losing 15 energy, getting 10 stamina and 5 skill points with the speed star hint +1. Or you can lose that 15 energy still, but you'll get 30 stamina, 20 skill points, and the speed star hint +3. If you really don't need them, you can pick the bottom option. You'll get 5 speed, 10 stamina, 5 power, and 30 skill points. So there's always that option. For the random events for this card, the first one is a choice. Of course, all of them are choices. I don't know why I've said that. You can lose 10 energy, get 20 power, or you can get 5 energy back and get 10 skill points. The final random event, it's a choice between getting 5 energy back, 5 stamina, or the Spring Runner hint +1. That's Sakura Chi Ono O. This is also a pretty decent card currently. That is a 15 max raise bonus altogether if you factor in everything. And that is specifically you need to get her to max limit break, and so it's very up to you if you wish to go that far. Personally, I think the Speed Star skill is very great, and this one is always guaranteed to you, so for your Pace Chasers, this is definitely a pretty good card, and it can still be used and applied to those outside of it. Basically, kinda as universal, I would say, as Nice Nature Wit, even though that she is technically gives you a gold skill for late surgers. You still use her a lot outside of late surgers just for the application of the bonuses she gives with her card. Sakura Chi Ono O can be used for sort of the same reason. I think the only thing you're going to be truly missing out on is training effectiveness. You only get like 5 in total, I think, 5%. But at the same time, the mood effect is still there, so it's not terrible. It's pretty good, in my opinion. Okay. Well, that's basically it for today's video. If you like this kind of content, please leave a like and subscribe. On top of that, please let me know if you're summoning for Inari One, or you summoning for support cards. Maybe you simply need more power in your arsenal, or you need more trainees in your collection. Either choice, let me know, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.